Bear sat at the diner counter on Highway 12, nursing black coffee. His eyes drifted to a booth by the window, a man named Rick, all fake charm and possessive arm around Sarah, who cut pancakes into perfect squares for their daughter Lily, about 7, with dandelion blonde hair. Lily shredded her napkin into frantic pieces, flinching every time Rick spoke in that syrupy rumble. Bear, president of the 195 Angels MC, recognized the signs instantly, the rigid spine, the haunted eyes, the way Sarah's smile never reached past her lips. Their club lived by one rule: protect the ones who can't protect themselves, especially kids. Rick leaned in, whispered something. Lily froze, gave a tiny nod. He patted her head, the gesture looking tender to anyone not watching closely. Bear was watching. Lily slid out, voice small, "I have to use the potty." Rick's smile tightened. "Hurry back, princess. Pancakes'll get cold." She passed Bear's stool, steps faltering. Looked up at the huge, bearded, leather-clad man. He gave her a slow nod. "I see you." Her cold fingers brushed his vest. She leaned close and whispered, "Mom's boyfriend calls it our secret game." The words hit like ice. Bear knew exactly what kind of game. She hurried off to the restroom. His grip crushed the mug until ceramic groaned. Rick shot him a possessive glare. Bear pulled out his phone, thumbed 3 words into the club chat: "Diner, Highway 12." Now. Acknowledgements poured in. Engines would roll soon. Lily returned, avoiding Rick's eyes, poking at her food. Rick's charm cracked. "Eat up, princess. Long drive ahead." Sarah tried to intervene. He snapped, "When I say eat, she eats." The mask was gone, cold cruelty underneath. He caught Bear staring and plastered the smile back on. Bear finished his coffee, stood, rolled his massive shoulders, and walked to the jukebox. No quarters. Just positioned himself, a 6'4", 300-pound wall of leather and muscle, between the booth and the only exit. Rick noticed. "Problem, pal." Bear met his eyes. Just enjoying the ambiance. A distant hum grew into a roar. Harleys flooded the lot, choppers, baggers, customs, forming a half-circle around the entrance, headlights slicing the sun, engines idling like angry thunder. 195 Angels patches on every back. Rick went pale, bravado evaporating. The door swung open. Stitch, Bear's lean, scarred VP, stepped in, scanned, nodded to Bear. More followed, 10, 20, 30, filling seats, lining walls, sucking the oxygen from the room. The diner went dead quiet except for the outside rumble. Bear walked to the booth, shadow falling over them. He ignored Rick, spoke gently to Sarah. "Ma'am, name's Bear. My friends and I are heading out for a long ride. Wondered if you and your daughter want to come with us." Sarah stared, terror mixing with fragile hope. She glanced at Rick, sweating, furious, then at Lily, who watched Bear in pure awe. "We can't," Sarah whispered. "We're with him." Bear's gaze shifted to Rick. The air chilled. "I don't think you are. Your trip just ended." Rick puffed up. "You got no right. This is my family." Bear looked at Sarah. "Is he your family?" Then to Lily, "Is this a game you want to keep playing?" Lily shook her head, a tear cutting through the dirt on her cheek. She looked at her mom, pleading. Sarah broke. A raw sob tore out. "No. Please, no more." Bear didn't look away. "Stitch." Stitch moved in with 2 refrigerator-sized angels. They hemmed Rick without touching him. "Sir," Stitch said politely, "you're making the lady uncomfortable. Time to leave." Rick snarled, reached for Sarah's arm. Bear's hand shot out, clamping Rick's wrist in a vice, precise, controlled. Color drained from Rick's face. "You're gonna let go of the lady," Bear growled. "Stand up slow. Walk outside. Wait for the sheriff. My friend's calling. Make a sound, breathe wrong, and the ride to the station will be the best part of your day." Rick's hand dropped. He stumbled out, flanked by the 3 bikers in perfect sync. The rest of the angels parted, then closed ranks. Bear crouched to Lily's level, offered his scarred, calloused palm. "It's okay now. The game's over. For good." She hesitated, looked at her crying mother, who nodded. Lily placed her tiny hand in his. He closed his fingers gently around hers, like the whole world fit there. She clung as he helped her out. Sarah followed, arms wrapping her daughter. The 3 formed a small island amid the stunned diner. Outside, engines had quieted to a respectful idle. Angels stood in 2 lines, clearing a path to a waiting car, Stitch's wife's, a lawyer already on the way. Lily buried her face in Bear's vest, breathing oil and road dust, the smell of safety. In the corner lot, Rick knelt, dwarfed by 4 huge angels. No hands on him, their presence alone pinned him. Sheriff's lights flashed on the horizon. The club didn't stop at rescue. They relocated Sarah and Lily to a secure apartment miles away. Paid 6 months' rent. Donated and assembled furniture, rough men debating curtain colors and bookshelf placement. Bear became constant, 3 a.m. nightmares. He'd ride over, sit in the dark living room until dawn. No pushing, just quiet strength. He taught Lily to ride a bike in the lot, jogging beside her, huge hands steadying the seat. Her first solo pedal brought laughter that echoed like freedom. Holidays meant clubhouse potlucks. Lily ran through leather-clad laps, calling everyone, Uncle, Uncle Stitch, Uncle Road Dog, Uncle Grinder. They spoiled her rotten. Sarah healed, smiled real smiles, worked at a bakery, cut Bear's hair while they talked futures. A gentle romance grew, built on gratitude and respect, not fire. Years later, Bear taught 16-year-old Lily his Harley, mechanics, balance, respect for power. Prom night, her date faced not just Bear but 10 polished angels lining the drive, engines low. Bear leaned in, home by 11. Treated with respect, we'll escort her there and back. The boy nodded, pale. Lily laughed, kissed Bear's cheek. Best behaved date ever. Sarah and Bear married at the clubhouse, Lily maid of honor, engine revs for applause. Lily went to college for child psychology, to help other kids trapped in secret games. The club launched, Lily's Ride, a charity for advocacy centers. Every diner anniversary, a cross-country ride raised funds and awareness. One autumn evening, older Bear and grown Lily watched sunset from his porch. Ever think about that day? She asked. Every day, he rumbled. Day my life really started. Mine too. She leaned on his shoulder. You were my angel. Nah, you were brave. Spoke the truth in a quiet room. That's the hardest thing. The 195 angels weren't just a number anymore. They were guardians. Thunder that rolled in to drive monsters away. Proof one listened whisper, one act, can rewrite lives.